Hello, everyone. Welcome to Wingcat Sports, and it's the Red Wing Weekly Breakdown. A little bit behind on the said breakdown, but we got into the month of December so far. It's basically a bi-weekly at this point, but I'm going to try my best to keep up with it. But month of December hasn't been that bad so far. Wings have won majority of their games. A couple weeks ago, they beat the Bruins 5-4, lost to the Blue Jackets in a shootout 6-5, then beat the Kraken 4-3 before we went on our West Coast trip and beat the Canucks, beat the Flames, lost the Oilers 4-1, but then beat the Blackhawks 4-0. So we have climbed back up in the standings. Currently, as I speak, we are tied for first place, which is fantastic. We're sitting in a good spot. Again, it's a close conference. Basically, you're 7 points up from last place. There's only a few games. But again, you're playing well. Gibson's played fantastic over this road stretch, and you are finally now back at home against the Islanders. You'll play the Islanders, Mammoth, Capitals twice. By the time I probably make another video, at least hopefully, before they play Tuesday next week against the Stars. But we'll see exactly where we're headed. But you have a pretty interesting slate of games ahead of you. You have the good Islanders team, that hopefully you can play well against. A okay Mammoth team, who's around 500. Then Capitals team that's about the same as you as well. So a tough 4-game stretch. Hopefully you can at least split it. Get 4 points out of the next 4 games. Maybe try to sneak an extra one in there if you can. But for the most part, hopefully we can keep this momentum going, keep pace with what we are doing. Because it is not an easy month at all that you have. You don't play a team below 500 at all this month, except for a team that is 500 currently in the Jets. Before you get into the new year in January, and in general, the league has been pretty good. I only think there's a few teams that are below 500. You got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 teams in the whole NHL that are below 500 currently, which is an insane thing to say. But overall, it's not been bad. Hopefully, we can again keep the momentum going, be a couple good teams, and head into the middle of the month in a good standing with where we are at. Well, we are already in the month, but in the end of the month with a good standing where we're at, still up top inside the Eastern Conference before we get into the month of January. And still had to push. But I'll leave it here. Not too much to say. Tired, as always, with my job, trying to manage all this stuff. But hopefully the Wings can keep pushing. We end up in a good spot. Maybe keep our playoff hopes very well alive. Feel like you know, like, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about the Wings in their past couple weeks. And until next time, see everybody soon.